abused. Making him my first priority instead of... I didn't realise I was being abused. I want to talk to you today about why I got abused. And here's what I learned. At the time, you don't realise it. I didn't get that he was really abusing me. I just thought that making him my first priority instead of my children my first priority. When all my troubles started. Hello? Thank you for joining me. I want to talk about why I was abused. Why did I keep getting caught up? We all think that never happened to us. We always think, not us. I'd never put up with that. I know I did. And we even look at other people that are mistreated and we just think it's okay to be treated that way. At the time, you don't realise it. We've been so manipulated, we just don't know. It takes time to see it, if you're not already seeing it. I ended up phoning the police and they give you a test to see how you feel that if you've been abused. When I took this test, it was quite severe. I didn't realise that. I didn't realise I was being abused. In the end, I ended up phoning Women's Aid. I called them up. It was probably about 2 a.m. and I'd had a fallout with my boyfriend at the time. I didn't get that he was really abusing me. I just thought that it was really I felt really uncomfortable. The way he treated me at times, I felt really uncomfortable. I felt so confused. So then I had to go and get more help. Something that's run by the council. A freedom course. And I did the freedom course, which was over a matter of weeks, which was really helpful. I really appreciated that. I really did. My self-esteem was crushed. The lady on the other end of the phone was so nice. You are beautiful. She was really easy to talk to and she wasn't judgmental or anything. And she really listened. And she told me if I had to hang up, just to do so, and she wouldn't call me back, but I could contact her. And whatever else, I can't really remember. I really didn't believe that I would be treated so badly. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I love to love, not love to hate. I've had my walls up since then. I have. When someone steals from you, when someone belittles you, when they fake who they really are, they've put this big fake thing on that I'm this and I'm that and I'm there to please you. That's the horrible bit about it. You believe everything they tell you. Oh, you're the only person for me. I love you. You can tell me anything. So you pour your heart out and you do it in a way that in the end, he throws it back in your face through the relationship. This drives you almost insane. I didn't know which way I was coming or going. My mood was up and down, up and down. I hid away. I ended up making him my first priority instead of my children my first priority. That's when all my troubles started. Women's Aid. Because of men. Because of men. I'm not saying you're all the same, but the men that I was choosing was very insecure, I had to walk on eggshells. I was never really able to really into things. I remember an ex of mine, and he bought me for my birthday. The first time, my first birthday from him. I couldn't believe it, and obviously I didn't use it. I told him to get on with it. I was so disappointed. I'd never been treated so badly. But at the time, I still didn't get it. I still didn't realise that he was really ready to hurt me. We just think it's okay to be treated this way. To really see it, if you're not already seeing it. I ended up phoning the police, and they give you a test to see how you feel that if you've been abused. When I took this test, it was quite severe. I didn't realise that. I didn't realise I was being abused. In the end, I phoned Women's Aid. I called him up probably about 2 a.m. The way he treated me at times, I felt really uncomfortable. So then I had to go and get more help. And I did the Freedom course, which was over a matter of weeks. The lady on the other end of the phone was so nice. She was really easy to talk to, and she wasn't judgmental or anything. And she really listened. And she told me if I had to hang up, just to do so, and she wouldn't call me back, but I could contact her. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But I've had my walls up since then. I have. When someone steals from you, when someone belittles you, when they fake who they are, who they really are, I'm there to please you. That's the horrible bit about it. You believe everything they tell you. Oh, you're the only person for me. I love you. Through the relationship, you can tell me anything, so you pour your heart out and you do it in a way that in the end, he throws it back in your face. This drives you almost insane. I didn't know which way I was coming or going. My mood was up and down, up and down. I hid away. I ended up making him my first priority instead of my children my first priority. And that's when all my troubles started. Was very insecure. I had to walk on eggshells. And he bought me for my birthday. The first time, my first birthday from him. He bought me. I couldn't believe it. And obviously I didn't use it. I told him to get on with it. I was so disappointed. I'd never been treated so badly. But at the time, I still didn't get it. I still didn't realise that he was really ready to hurt me. He was lying to me. When that person tells your friends that it's all you, that it's you that's treating them bad, and they believe it. I had an ex sit against the radiator every day leading up to him abusing me. He'd planned it. He was burning his back on the radiator every day while I was out working hard. He was in caning my heating and burning his back on the radiator. He'd wear a coat through it, but he'd sit there and sit there and sit there and sit there until it bruised him. And I knew this because I pointed it out. What is that mark on your back? He said, I don't know. So I took a photo of it. But when he threw me on the bed and was going to punch my face in, when I had glasses on as well, and I'd said, please don't, I've got glasses on. He stopped, but he got up and he punched the unit, which was scary. I called the police. Then he dashed into me and told me to not, and that it was too late. They called me back. I hung up. They called me straight back and said, you've called us. So I ended up dropping the charges like an absolute imbecile at the time. I ended up dropping the charges on him. He wormed his way back in to make me drop the charges. And then when he mistreated me that last time, they didn't take me seriously. I don't want you to make the same mistake, and that's why I'm sharing this with you, because I hope to help somebody. I really want to help somebody that really doesn't know what's happening in their life. Oh, getting a dead foot. These people are here for this reason. That's what they're here for. And the reason that you are attracting that type of person is because, one, you're insecure. Two, you've probably been abused from childhood. That's more like it. Or you felt unheard. Or you felt confused as a child. Upset, scared. All these things, all these feelings that you don't know what to do with. You don't know it's all right or not how your parents are treating you. Think it's okay because you don't know any different. You don't know what other mums and dads do. So you think it's all right. You don't get it until you get older. And I, for one, if I could ever turn back the time and change anything in my life, and that would be that I'd never, ever left my children for anybody. And that's where I got to. And it broke my absolute heart. I was absolutely smitten with my husband, unhealthily smitten. He mistreated me, but I was smitten. He cheated on me left, right and centre, but I was smitten. I thought he was the best thing since sliced bread. And I didn't realise until I was older that my ex, that how toxic that relationship was. And I'm the one that got pointed at as the addict, when yet my ex was a raging addict. And you find if they have an addiction, they're going to have a really bad temper usually. They're going to lie to you, they're going to mistreat you. They're going to tell your family that it's you, that it's all you. And that they're treading on eggshells around you. They'll make them believe it. Just know that you have to get away from this situation. I didn't realise it myself either at the time. At the time I thought, no, it's not going to happen to me. I was love bombed. And then I was gaslighted. I was lied to, cheated. And all of it. All of it. But I still carried on. Why? Because they get you in this clause, like you just feel like you believe everything they tell you. I believed one of my exes was the hardest man in his area. When I spoke to the police, I told them, I warned them that he is really one of the hardest people in that area. And the police, they told me that no, he wasn't. And she knew who everybody was. And his name doesn't even come up. Basically, he's a woman bully. And that's what they all are. Women bullies that cheat on you, that lie to you, that are deceitful, that go behind your back. I'm far from feeling desperate for any man. And that I'm grateful for, from what I've learnt. And being single has taught me that. But for why I got mistreated, it came from my childhood. It came from seeing my dad abusing my brother, abusing all of us, and being very aggressive. And being aggressive when you're a child and you don't know any different, that's a lot of burdens to carry. But my dad was abused. My mum was abused. So it's a pattern. You go round and round and round until you jump off and stay single and sort yourself out. You have to look at yourself. You have to look at what it's taught you. And actually end up maybe thanking that person because they helped you see something that was and they helped evoke it. They helped bring that out of you. I remember myself feeling I didn't understand any of this. And then when I went into the women's refuge, because I'd had all these abusive relationships and I was going round and round in circles, I couldn't work it out why I was going through this. My mum was abused. My dad was abused. They don't know any different. And then I was brought up in a toxic family. And I didn't realise until I went into the refuge and I was doing courses. And this lady turned round, the main woman that was running the refuge, turned round to me and said, "Do you see where this is coming from?" And I said, "No." And she said, "This is from your dad. This is from your father." And I looked at that and I couldn't quite see it. I really still didn't see it, you know. I was a bit of a daddy's girl and I thought that the sun shined out of my dad's rear end. So I looked for men that were like my dad. My mum was codependent to my dad and my dad was narcissistic. Still is. I don't see him anymore. He cut me off. Just like that. Have you found this helpful? Because I know that when I was looking for it, I really needed the right answers and I wasn't always getting them right answers. Be sure about yourself and don't let anybody take away your power by giving in to them and reacting, because that's what narcissistic people want. They want you to react. They want a reaction from you. And I won't react. Because I've learned. Not to the wrong person anyway. Honestly, I'm a lover, not a fighter. And even though I've gone through all this, and I mean one person that would bend over backwards for me, anything for me, he would do anything for me. And I am so sure, and so is he, that this is because he had that VACINE. He knows so many people that have died since they had that. And now he's ill, and he's gonna be taken from me. Maybe it'll be the other way around, who knows? Who knows? We don't know, do we? That's one man that I can truly say that I'm fucking proud of. I am proud of you, Mike Rooney. He's watched me from day one of my YouTube, well, from whenever he started watching me. So I'm going to leave it there because my legs are going dead. And I would really appreciate if you could smash that like button for me. Give me a like. And share this out. Really share this out. If everybody was to share this out for me, everybody that watches it, shared it out, we could help so many people. We could. Love, light, and peace to you. Spasms. I have tingles going up my arms. I've taken it for a few years. Oh my God! Love, light, and peace to you.